Let's just talk about some of the challenges around email. One of the challenges with email is that it's the way standards were built on the internet. The way the internet was built is it was built organically across orgs without a specific governing body. Usually, these were just multiple nerds who were trying to develop email and websites, and they would build something, and then as things didn't work or things needed to be improved, they'd come out with different versions of those standards. That's why we have HTML4 and HTML5, because as the years have gone on, we've wanted to be able to do more complex things. We didn't need to stream video and have all these active websites and have security concerns in the 90s when HTML first started getting used. But today in the 2020s, it's critical. And so these standards have evolved over time. Email flows over a protocol called SMTP, which is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. And it has been around since probably the 80s. I haven't looked up when it was invented, but probably late 80s, early 90s. And it's been in use to do email. And it was not designed for a world where we had AI and phishing and threat actors. That was not really part of the consideration. It was designed for interoperability and be easy to use. And so it's a really simple protocol where you go and you set a couple commands to an SMTP server and say, hello, I'd like to send email through you. And it'll say, yes, I'll take it. Just send the email and it goes. It was that simple. But very quickly after email started to take off and became common, we started getting spam. Spam was the first problem. Just bulk email, unwanted email, just volumes of email. But spam filtering is not a big issue that customers come to us as much around. The bigger issue these days is, of course, security. We all read about phishing, business email compromise. And the real issue becomes, how do I know that the email I'm receiving is legitimate and real and trustworthy? And how do the people I send email to know that the email I'm sending is the same, that it's from me, that it's validated, that it's safe to trust? And that becomes a bigger and bigger issue as corporations have to send from multiple services. Maybe you've got a marketing system like Constant Contact, you've got your Office 365, maybe your accounting or billing system is sending emails. So your customers need to be able to say, I can trust email from these three services from these people, but if a threat actor in Northern Africa decides to send email as my business, I don't want that to be accepted because that's not me. That's not my legitimate email. And so obviously there's a lot of capabilities that have been built up over the years around these email filtering products. And, we're a big Microsoft shop. So we really are big believers in the Microsoft Defender for Office 365 product.